Let's hope there's something there. Oh, let me just get this. Oh, sorry. There we go. It is actually a bit funny that I, what's that for? Oh yes, of course, I need 17 here. Good. It is a bit funny that I came across those suspenders at the second-hand store because I was thinking about which sewing pattern I could use for making secret pants, and I'm a fan of free sewing patterns, so I looked at Mood fabric and found the pattern for their Esther pants. What is this one? Oh, but this one is just taking up space. I'm sitting here and taking that together now, but I want to make secret pants, so that's what I'm doing. I printed out the pattern almost, and I'm taping it together, and I think I'm going to do that. So this is maybe this is, well, I want to do this. I have the motivation right now. I have the energy to do it right now, and I'm acting on that drive. At some point during this, I will have to find the list from last year and go through it, but right now I'm just putting this together to then 21. I'm gonna go down, I'm gonna find that list and look at it, but just I know I left off the pinafore dress, the Queen's Gambit pinafore dress, that I have this green and white plaid fabric that I wanted to make it from, and I stopped because I didn't know exactly how to cut out the pieces, and then I abandoned it. I have to get back to that, that's for sure, because I want that done. I still have, I have one dress that I have finished, that I also did for the World War II Sewing Challenge. I also have some accessories I've been working on that I have not shown. I need to do that as well. The cape for Cape Timber is still not done. But it has to get done. It has to get done. Oh dear. So the pinafore dresses, Queen Gambits, I have to do. I have to finish that cape. I have to finish off World War II Sewing Challenge. And I want to make secret pants. Oh, I have that. I talked about that last year as well. I want to make the historical Disney costume thing. I can't remember what it's called, but I'm gonna jump in. It's rather late to do that, but better late than never, right? Well, I'm still knitting and knitting and knitting, and oh yes, I have a I have an idea for a costume I want to make, of course, but I didn't really plan it to be now. It's just like, it was, you know, I just made a imaginary note about it. But it's sort of, I started to envision it recently, so I am also working on the very, very, very first thing on that. So right now, all I'm doing is I want to make these secret pants, and then I want to make this other costume. I'm starting with the wig, and I am crocheting the wig. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. Anyway, yeah. Oh well. I'm going to print out the last few pages of this and then assemble this pattern, and then I'm gonna find the list, and I probably have to look at my uploads, video uploads from last year. Yeah, so there's that. I'll check in with you later. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. I have been going to a few second-hand stores. It's only two, but I went there last week to my local second-hand store that I have been, I frequent quite a lot. And Saturday I went to the shop that I have been an intern at this shop, and there's lots of old Swedish furniture and lots of old tools and this and that, and then people can rent a bookcase and sell some of the things that they don't want anymore. It's not expensive in any way. I think some of the things are, but that's because it's special things that you can't just find everywhere else. But I went there and I just wanted to go there to say hello, you know, because it's been a while since I've been there. My internship has ended there, and I'm probably gonna go to another place to have an internship. But anyway, I went there Saturday and I found this lovely lamp here, and it moves quite a lot. And I needed to find something to put on here on the lampshade. And then I went to the second-hand store, my local one, just down there, today to see if they had a loose lampshade that I could buy and then upcycle to match this lovely lamp. They didn't, but as it always is when I go there, I never leave empty-handed. Now, the first time I went, I only bought a book, a nice little bag. I need to change the lining in this, but I think it's quite nice. Also, the frame, I can always use that. But this fabric here, this is just lovely. It's so autumny. And I found suspenders that you use for buttons. So, of course, that was like, I have to make see-through pants. Today I went to my local second-hand store, and then I stopped by another shop that is closing here in Denmark, called Aldi. It's a German brand. They have decided to close every single Aldi shop here in Denmark. So they are having a sale to simply just clear out everything that they have. Now, I'm going to show you what I found down there. So first of all, I came across two of these storage boxes. They're not very big, but I figured they could be quite cool to sort of store and organize projects, sewing projects in, because I need to have smaller boxes and then I know what I'm working on. I found two of these. It's actually quite nice print. Now, because I did not find a lampshade at the second-hand store, I came across some oven protection foliage, whatever it's called, and it can sustain it can stand heat up to 260 Celsius degrees. So I thought I could use this to dress the lampshade that I'm going to upcycle, and then I could put something on. And it's reusable, but I figured I can use this. It can stand the heat. And I know that light bulbs now are not producing as much heat as those older ones with wolfram in it, but still I figured I could use this, so I bought it. It was 50% off or something like that. Then I just bought some nuts and chocolate and things. So let's just get that out. My absolute favorite chocolate, not sponsored. Right. Then I found, in the second-hand store, I found 3 movies. The Hunt for Red October and Emma with Gwyneth Paltrow. And I found Pride and Prejudice. Wait a minute. These have never been opened. They're still sealed. Oh, wow. Now, I need to check if I do have Pride and Prejudice, because I can't remember if I already have that in my DVD collection. So, but anyway, I found most, it's so typical me. I found this one-piece suit at the second-hand store, and it just fits perfectly. I'm going to put it on later and just show you what it looks like, but totally one piece. And I found a belt. I need a small belt because of this thing that I'm wearing, but I do have a belt, but it's quite worn and not the best of belts. But this one I can make more holes in, and I think it might not be real leather, but will do. Last time when I went to the second-hand store and bought the bag and suspenders and all, I looked at this. It's a duvet cover, but I didn't buy it. But I've been thinking about it, and it was still there when I came today. So I was like, I have to have it, even though I shouldn't buy more fabric. But this is just so lovely with these little roses on it. And then I came across this bedsheet, which looks almost new, in a lovely lavender. Oh, there's a bit there. Well, whatever. Lovely lavender color. And I thought, well, I was like holding these two up, but the roses here are more like dusty rose or light pink or something like that. But anyway, you can always use bedsheet for mock-ups, and they had a lot down there. What else is here? Is that the glass? Oh, it can't be. Oh, another belt, which is definitely leather. And just because I thought it was so nice, it has a bit of stretch to it, so I'm quite sure it's real leather. It looks like it on the inside. And then I found this one. I like these. I think it's been glued onto something. I need to clean it a bit. Yes, it has. It's been glued onto something. Whatever. And was that it? Was that it? As if that's not enough. Then I found this shopping assistant. And it was so cheap. And come nu. Oh no, it's jam. What? Ah, it's got this little handle, and it's fairly big. I mean, I had all of the things that I have shopped today in this shopping system. Brilliant. So now I just need to find some storage places to all of this and get those small boxes assembled. And then I have to find the list. Oh, procrastinating. I'm just trying to understand all of my notes here. Okay, I found I found my list from last year. There were a lot of things. One thing I did say was that sometime this year, I'm quoting myself, sometime this year I will tackle that, meaning the Amalia jacket for my 18th century working woman costume thing. I did not do the Amalia jacket, and I still haven't done it. It's just, it's in waiting along with other things. Well, whatever. I have been making notes this past week. And mostly I have just written down what is this? Dum dum. Oh, another thing I talked about was bobbin lace making. I haven't done any of that in 2022, so yes. I did knit. I just haven't knit socks yet. I have started 2 different pairs of socks, but I'm not done. But Mona, what is this? There is absolutely no order to this. This is just as chaotic as my mind these days. This is mostly just planning of videos some I need to edit, some I need to actually work on the piece and record. But still, well, I think I'm gonna do something completely different. I'm not going to sit this year, I have plans to do this, I'm gonna do that, I'll be making whatever I feel like doing. Sewing, knitting, crocheting, bobbin lace making, upcycle, existing clothes, whatever. Just trying my hands at whatever I feel like. So, in that way, I'm not having this voice in the back of my head saying, you plan to do this, 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 this. So, I'll just be making videos this year of whatever I feel like. I am making, right now, I am working on these secret pins. So that's for sure. And all the things I've already talked about the other night when I was taping that pattern together. Oh, one other thing I have to show you. I bought those boxes I talked about this afternoon. They're actually not that small, but that's good. I just have to organize my projects and those in waiting in these. I need to go through my fabric stash and see what I have and organize that. And I was wondering if that would be something you'd be interested in watching in a video. It's not going to be Marie Kondo thing at all. But would you like to have a look inside my fabric stash? Let me know down in the comments if that is a video you would like to watch in future. Hopefully soon, because I'm still in the middle of, cleaning up, reorganizing, and also let me know if you have any plans this year in regards to sewing or knitting or what other crafts that you do. I'd love to know. When it comes to the YouTube algorithm, it is always a good thing to keep a steady upload schedule. I do not really have that, and in a way I feel it limited my motivation to keep on doing this. Of course, I would love to be able to upload a video every single week. Maybe that will happen, maybe not. Maybe it will only be 2 videos a month, only 1 video a month. I mean, it's the last 3 months I haven't uploaded any video at all, other than just a small shout out, but then that's it. I don't have plans to make a upload schedule. That might change, but it's just so you know that there's going to be a video whenever I'm ready to upload a video. If you would like to be notified by that, then click a little bell, and then you'll be notified whenever I do upload a video. But don't expect a sort of structured upload schedule. I'm not aiming for that. I just want this to be a nice little space where I show you in my videos what I'm making, what I'm working on, what is, happening, if I've been to the second-hand store. I mean, I can't even tell myself not to buy any more yarn or fabric because I never walk out empty-handed. I mean, just today, this afternoon, I showed you that I had bought a duvet cover and a bedsheet. And I bought some fabric from someone on Facebook last week. And I have bought yarn. Oh yes, I have. I have bought yarn. So there's no point in you can't buy any more yarn or fabric because I already broke it. So let's have fun. You're welcome to come along, subscribe if you'd like to. And I will see you in my next video. Happy crafting!